From the wind-swept steppes of Mongolia arose a figure who would reshape the world. Genghis Khan, a name whispered in fear and awe, carved an empire unlike any other. His conquest stretched from the Pacific Ocean to Eastern Europe, uniting disparate cultures under his iron rule. But how did this seemingly ordinary man achieve such extraordinary feats? What were the secrets behind his unstoppable war machine? Genghis Khan's story is not just a tale of brutal conquest. It's a masterclass in strategy, leadership, and the art of war. His tactics, honed in the crucible of countless battles, revolutionized warfare, and continue to influence military thinking even today. We delve into the heart of Genghis Khan's military genius, exploring the strategies that enabled him to conquer vast territories and establish the largest contiguous empire in history. Join us as we unravel the secrets of his success and uncover the lasting impact of his conquests on the world we know today. Born Temujin, Genghis Khan's early life was a harsh lesson in survival. From a young age, he was thrust into a world of relentless struggle and fierce competition. He witnessed betrayal, endured hardship, and fought constantly for dominance. The brutal realities of his environment shaped his character and honed his instincts. These experiences forged in him a steely resolve and a keen understanding of human nature. He learned to read people, to anticipate their moves, and to exploit their weaknesses. He knew the sting of loss and the intoxicating allure of power. The pain of losing loved ones and the thrill of victory were constant companions in his journey. Through cunning alliances and brutal displays of force, he united the fractious Mongol tribes under his banner. His ability to bring together warring factions was unparalleled. His charisma and vision inspired fierce loyalty in his followers, who saw in him a leader capable of ushering in a new era of Mongol dominance. They believed in his dream of a unified Mongol nation. Genghis Khan's rise to power was as much a testament to his political acumen as it was to his military prowess. He was a master strategist, both on and off the battlefield. He understood that a divided enemy was easily conquered. By playing his enemies against each other, he weakened them before striking. He exploited rivalries and forged alliances to weaken his opponents before engaging them on the battlefield. His diplomatic skills were as sharp as his sword. His early victories cemented his reputation as a brilliant strategist and a ruthless leader who brooked no opposition. His name became synonymous with fear and respect. With each victory, his legend grew, striking fear into the hearts of his enemies and attracting new followers eager to share in the spoils of war. His army swelled with those who sought glory and fortune. The stage was set for Genghis Khan to unleash his armies upon the world, and nothing would stand in his path. His ambition knew no bounds, and his legacy was just beginning. Central to Genghis Khan's success was his revolutionary approach to warfare. He inherited a tribal force prone to infighting and undisciplined raids. He transformed it into a cohesive, disciplined military machine. Gone were the days of sporadic attacks and petty squabbles. Genghis Khan implemented a decimal system, dividing his army into units of 10, 100,000, and 10,000. This hierarchical structure ensured clear lines of command and facilitated efficient communication across the ranks. Discipline was paramount. Punishments for disobedience were swift and severe, instilling in his soldiers a deep sense of order and accountability. Training was rigorous, emphasizing horsemanship, archery, and hand-to-hand combat. Every Mongol warrior was expected to be a master of mounted warfare, capable of riding for days on end and delivering deadly volleys of arrows from horseback. This emphasis on discipline and training transformed the Mongol army into a force to be reckoned with. Their ability to move quickly, strike decisively, and vanish into the steppes became their hallmark. The Mongols were masters of mobility. Their nomadic lifestyle had accustomed them to traversing vast distances on horseback. They could cover twice the distance of other armies in the same amount of time, allowing them to strike at will and disappear before their enemies could react. They employed cunning tactics to deceive their opponents. Feigned retreats would lure unsuspecting armies into carefully prepared ambushes. They used smoke signals to communicate across long distances and coordinate their movements with pinpoint accuracy. Their knowledge of the terrain was second to none. They used rivers and mountains to their advantage, channeling enemy forces into unfavorable positions. and exploiting natural obstacles to maximize their own defenses. This combination of speed, deception, and tactical brilliance made the Mongols a formidable force on the battlefield. They were rarely outmaneuvered, and even more rarely caught off guard. Their ability to dictate the terms of engagement gave them a decisive edge in every conflict. Section 5, the terror weapon, psychological warfare, and the Mongol reputation. Genghis Khan understood the power of fear and how it could be wielded as a weapon. He knew that a terrified enemy was already half defeated, their morale shattered before the battle even began. The Mongols cultivated a reputation for ruthlessness, often employing psychological warfare to break the will of their opponents before a single arrow was fired. This strategy was meticulously planned and executed. Tales of Mongol brutality spread like wildfire, carried by survivors and traders who had witnessed their ferocity firsthand. Stories of cities razed, populations massacred, and entire civilizations destroyed preceded their arrival, creating an aura of invincibility around the Mongol forces. This calculated campaign of terror served a strategic purpose, instilling fear and ensuring compliance. Many cities chose to surrender without a fight, fearing the consequences of resistance. The mere thought of facing the Mongols was enough to break their resolve. This psychological warfare saved Mongol lives and resources, allowing them to maintain their strength for future conquests. It allowed them to conquer vast territories with minimal losses, perpetuating the cycle of fear that fueled their rapid expansion. The legend of their might grew with each victory. However, Genghis Khan's use of terror was not indiscriminate. He was a master strategist who knew when to wield the sword and when to offer the olive branch. He understood that a stable empire required more than just brute force. Governance, trade, and diplomacy were equally important. While he was ruthless in crushing opposition, he was also pragmatic, offering clemency to those who submitted willingly and incorporating skilled individuals into his ranks. This blend of terror and clemency was key to his success. Section 6. Adaptability and innovation. Integrating enemy technologies and tactics. Unlike many conquerors, Genghis Khan was not bound by tradition. He recognized the importance of innovation and readily adopted enemy technologies and tactics that proved effective. When the Mongols encountered Chinese engineers, they quickly incorporated gunpowder weapons and siege warfare techniques into their arsenal. They adopted the use of carrier pigeons for communication from the Persians and learned to navigate waterways from the Chinese. This willingness to learn and adapt allowed the Mongols to overcome a variety of challenges and constantly refine their military strategies. They were never content to rest on their laurels, always seeking new ways to improve their effectiveness on the battlefield. This adaptability extended beyond military matters. Genghis Khan recognized the importance of skilled individuals regardless of their ethnicity or religion. He appointed talented administrators, scholars and artisans to positions of authority, fostering a climate of meritocracy within his empire. Section 7. Diplomacy and incorporation, offering a chance for submission. While Genghis Khan is often remembered for his military conquests, he was also a shrewd diplomat. Understanding the power of negotiation and strategic alliances, he understood that diplomacy could be just as effective as warfare in achieving his goals, often preferring to win over cities and regions without unnecessary bloodshed. He offered conquered populations a choice: submit to Mongol rule and prosper, or resist and face annihilation. This ultimatum was clear and left little room for ambiguity. Many cities, recognizing the futility of resistance, opted for the former, choosing to integrate into the Mongol Empire rather than face destruction. Those who surrendered peacefully were often spared the worst of the Mongol wrath, and their lives continued with a semblance of normalcy. They were allowed to maintain their religious practices and, in some cases, even their local rulers, as long as they paid tribute and provided troops to the Mongol army. This arrangement fostered a sense of continuity and stability. This pragmatic approach to conquest helped to consolidate Genghis Khan's gains and establish a degree of stability within his vast empire, ensuring long-term control over diverse territories. He understood that a purely military solution was unsustainable in the long term, and that governance required more than just force. By offering a path to peaceful coexistence, he fostered a sense of unity and cooperation amongst his diverse subjects, creating a more cohesive and resilient empire. Section 8. The lasting impact of Genghis Khan's conquests. Genghis Khan's conquests had a profound and lasting impact on the world. His empire facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas and cultures across Eurasia, laying the groundwork for the Silk Road to flourish. He established a system of religious tolerance within his empire, allowing Buddhism, Christianity, Islam and other faiths to coexist peacefully. He instituted a unified legal code and introduced a postal system that spanned his vast domains, fostering communication and trade. Though his empire eventually fragmented, his descendants continued to rule over vast swathes of Asia for centuries. The Yuan dynasty, established by his grandson Kublai Khan, ruled over China for nearly a century, leaving an indelible mark on its history and culture. Section 9. Learn more and explore the world of Genghis Khan. The story of Genghis Khan is a tapestry woven from ambition, brutality and unexpected innovation. His ability to unite disparate tribes, build a formidable army, and conquer vast territories solidified his place as one of history's most influential figures. Did you enjoy this journey through the legendary tactics of Genghis Khan? Like this video, subscribe to our channel for more captivating historical insights, and share this epic tale with your friends.